Well, it is Friday afternoon. Kind of chilly out here. It's like March 24th, I think. Uh, Starting to get this concrete poured in here. Doing it 1 yard at a time because come in here with just a little thing, a 1 yard kind of cement, full of cement thing that you can just drive in, pull behind your trailer, and then you can, or pull behind your truck, and then you can just dump it, as opposed to paying big bucks and having somebody come in and do it, which means we have to do it 1 yard at a time, and there's going to be one more bit out there. In any case, that's coming along. I've got another 6 yards of compost right out there, and I was just going to grab my tractor with the box blade and just sort of spread that out. Well, here we are the next morning. Got kind of dark on me. Last night I couldn't see everything I was doing. I guess I could have turned on my headlights. I think this is, yep, it's still a little bit wet. Quick update on the seedlings. So it's March 28th, Saturday, and here's what's happening in the seedling room. We've got all kinds of tomatoes. So, by the way, everything in here was grown from my own seed, from the stuff that we grew last year. It was all heirloom tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that. We didn't order any seed this year. And I've got my own corn that I'm going to grow from seed that I started some of that stuff in here, and it grew just fine. Like out of the 6 seeds that I planted, 5 of them germinated, and that was my own seed. So we have tomatillos here. These are, I'm not sure what this is. I have to ask my wife on some of this stuff. It looks like a great big tomatillo. And my mother-in-law, she does everything in Russian. She writes everything in Russian, so I can't tell what a lot of this stuff is. But I can see right here, this is sweet pepper. And this here is chocolate habanero pepper, right there in the middle. Which we grew last year as well. These seeds here, or these seedlings, I didn't grow from my own seed. These were, I'm doing these seedlings for a friend of mine. And when they're all doing pretty good, these seeds right here for this Rocatillo, I'm sure I'm slaughtering that word, it's a type of pepper. They didn't germinate at all. Everything else did pretty good. You know, we put 2 seeds in each pod, and we have at least 1 and 2 in most of them. And this one, nothing. And so we'll be able to take some of these with 2 nice plants and transplant them into there. Over here we have the same thing. Most of these little pots have 2 plants in them. We could probably transplant them over here to where these guys didn't work. And he's got 4 or 5 variety of tomatoes over there, zebras and all kinds of things. So that is the update on the seedlings. By the way, these things were all planted. These were planted. Well, you saw that video when I planted them maybe a month ago. And these were planted a month and a half ago. And these things are doing great. So these are ready to go outside, not in the ground, but in a greenhouse. I ordered a little greenhouse, just a little portable $50 or $100 thing that'll last me 1 or 2 years. I plan to put in a more permanent greenhouse at some point. But the seedling room is absolutely awesome. All right, I've got to get the obligatory shot of the dog. Come here, Sally. Come on. Come here. Watch this. Sit. Good girl. Okay, that's it. We're all done.